It's buying something because you expect the pool of people who want to buy it because they want to sell it to somebody else will grow.
PayPal CEO Bill Harris called the cryptocurrency, quote, the greatest scam in history, noting that it is a pump and dump scheme unlike anything the world has ever seen.
There's no relation between value and usefulness.
It serves no purpose. It's not a store of value. It's not a medium of exchange. And as we have seen, if you want it decentralized and not under government control, it is a haven for fraudsters. And now it's in the process of that.
3, 2, 1.
So welcome back to Crypto Cube, where we talk everything about cryptocurrency.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about
Why cryptocurrency is a scam.
I got into the studio today. I was supposed to shoot different video ideas, but he was like, he has had a revelation recently that crypto is a scam, and not just cryptocurrency, the whole
financial market
industry.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
all
crazy.
a scam.
I there are some things that I relate with, but I'm curious about the information he has gained over since when? Yesterday?
Yeah,
That's crazy. I last saw him yesterday, which is
I
crazy.
had a vision.
Yeah. So overnight there have been some revelations that have come to him. He sees angels, he sees demons, he sees all kinds he sees all kinds of things. Probably he saw this in a dream.
Maybe, you never know.
Probably.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So how should we start this thing off?
Yeah, probably I can just start by asking you a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah, so first off, what inspired you to go searching for this? How did you find this information?
Okay, cool. It's because I've been having a look at different things, like things coming out. This FTX thing is a scam, and then I saw some other video clip of like a financial guy who had been doing finances for like 17 years with good returns, and then he just came out and said that whatever he was doing was a pyramid scheme, and then he got arrested. So like I was looking at it, I feel like everything is a pyramid scheme, right? But then you only get to find out it's a pyramid scheme when the person comes out and says it, or maybe they've been sloppy
And the system fails.
and then they're caught out, people call them out, and then now it comes out like, oh, maybe they're doing some fraudulent activities, and you're like, oh yeah, it's a scam.
Like the way FTX was caught out.
Yeah. But then if you're not caught, if you're not sloppy, and if you don't come out and say it, then like how will they know?
It will take time. That's how like 10 years, 20 years someone is, and then they say the whole operation was a scam.
And then the same thing, like you see like how a pyramid scheme works is that it's dependent on more people signing up, right? And then they use the new sign-ups money to pay like the old people, right? So that the thing keeps going. So they need more people on the platform, and then they need the people to stay, like to not leave. Like if that happens, then it's gonna keep going, and they've got like good systems in place. It's going to keep going, and nobody will ever know it's a pyramid scheme, right? So like I was looking at like money markets, right? With money markets, they claim, right? I don't know how true. They claim that they're doing investments, they invest the money for you, they're doing these, and they're buying bonds, they're buying stocks, and then the returns they give you guys a certain percentage, like on a monthly basis or whatever, right? But then they're constantly looking for new sign-ups, just like a pyramid scheme. So they're looking for new sign-ups to come and join the whatever, because if they don't get new sign-ups, probably the business is going to fail. But then now what they say is that maybe they're trying to like educate people on making financial decisions so that they can make money, blah blah blah. It's business, they need more customers and all that type of stuff. So does a pyramid scheme.
So what you're saying is like, if let's say a bank, I work within NCBA, that's my actual bank, right? So if they stop taking people in, right? Because they say
They won't be
when
that
you put money in the bank, they go and use it for other things, they make a profit, then they give you back your money in case you need it.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is if everyone decides to take out their money, right, the bank will fail.
And then we'll call it a scam.
Okay.
You check out. So it's to their best interest to make you not to leave, to make you to keep
Give
bringing
you more
your money.
incentives,
Like you bring your money, we're gonna give you, I don't know, 2%
Interest.
and then now they take your
Yeah.
money and give it to someone else and charge them 15 or 30%. You check out. Like Like if you were to do that, you'd be looked at like, hey, yo, that's like some really messed up stuff you're doing. Like you're taking my money and then you're giving me 2%, and then you give it to somebody else for like 30%, and then when they default on that, you charge them some more. Like it's crazy. Like it honestly doesn't make any sense. Like if that's not a scam, I honestly don't know what is.
Okay, and you feel like cryptocurrency is the same way?
Okay, so you see, like the same way with cryptocurrency, right? The reason I feel like crypto is working the way it's working is because there are constant new signups, and people are using word of mouth, like on YouTube, your friends, like, oh my god, I made some money with crypto, this is the future, and whatnot. So now you're bringing in more people for the signups, right? So pretty much those, like, let's say those are like the referrals, and then how it will survive is for people not to pull out, because if people pull out their money, then that's how the pyramid scheme dies, right? So what happens? Diamond hands, you know, if you sell you lose, like terms like that constantly make you feel like if you
to keep holding,
you know, hold on for dear life. And you check out paper hands, like if you sell, like when the markets are low, that means, and then if you
that's the term known as paper hands.
There's diamond hands, and I think there's like paper hands. So you see, things like that force you to stay in. And then, like, I remember I was watching, like, when you're analyzing like the whole thing, I think we talked about last time, like you buy low and you sell high, right? But the funny thing is, even when someone is in profits, right, the time they're meant to sell, they don't sell,
because they know holding is where the real, like, they'll gain more profits.
By holding and blah blah blah, right? Which makes the thing increase in value, and the pyramid scheme looks very strong, and it doesn't look like a pyramid scheme because it's working. You check out. I remember I was watching, there was some guy when in the last bull run, right? He became a millionaire off Doge. Right?
There were many as well.
There were many, but then this one, I think he was interviewed on one of these guys,
and then he didn't
sell.
He didn't sell.
They were
I think I saw that video.
They were telling him like, yo, just
you
sell.
have opportunities, like,
like
you're to the moon.
To the moon. You check out even terms like that. To the moon.
Yo, that's crazy. I was feeling bad for him when I was that video. I was like, bruh. And he's still hopeful. He's like, Doge will come back again.
It's going to $1.
But he has no choice. If you think about it, he has to be in a positive mental state. He don't have to like cope with that loss, because it's crazy.
I'm telling you,
it's crazy. Right now he's not even close to millions.
But probably the time you've got diamond hands.
There's like a badge of honor type of thing. When now what you just said, even about holding cryptocurrency being a long-term strategy, has reminded me of a conversation we've been having about staking, right? Staking is basically investing in the project. Like, you believe in it, you put money, and you just keep the project strong. That literally aligns with what you're saying, whereby people have to keep in there. And then another thing now that's crossed my mind is like how Bitcoin came to be. Not came to be, but the purpose of it, right? And how it grows. It grows based off of the usability of the currency.
It needs more people.
Exactly. If people don't use it, it really doesn't have value, and that's why it has grown in value from, I don't know how many cents it was at the beginning. People would buy a pizza at like 100 Bitcoin. No, don't quote me on that figure, but crazy amounts, which right now it sounds obscene to say 10 Bitcoins for one pizza, right?
I know, right?
Exactly. So I think it aligns with that, but that's a crazy, what they call it, allegation, what you say about the finance industry. One thing that you need to note about this video is everything here, take with a pinch of salt. This is
not financial advice.
Assume that we are wrong. Just assume that we are wrong, but we're sharing our thoughts. And personally, I'm curious about what he has just said. It kind of makes sense as well. It's also going to push me to go and research on it as well, because when you look at things like the gold standard, we spoke about that when I just arrived. It's like money is no longer backed by actual gold, which has value. Banks, commercial banks, not just the national bank. Commercial banks can now print their own money when they run out of money, right?
So they just print it. And then the funny thing is, people get mad, like when all these other crypto projects, when they're printing their own tokens, and then selling them to everybody, right? And then now the SEC, right, Securities Exchange, they come after those type of people. Like maybe they're committing fraud or something like that, right? But when they're doing it, it's okay.
But usually coins that have like an unlimited market cap usually don't have that much value. If you look at coins that have value, for example,
how do you know?
Fast way. Coins that have value, for example, the most decentralized coin is Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It has a value, maximum value of 21 million, right? If I'm not mistaken, either 21 or 28. Don't quote me, I'll put it on the screen. But about 21, I think, million Bitcoin. That's where the cap is, right? That's what we know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo,
right?
how do you know?
But everything is transparent on the blockchain. So how can you explain that?
It's okay. It's transparent in the blockchain. Come on, bro. This is a code. Okay, fine. I guess there are people that can come for me and say that, hey, no, everything is visible. The code is there. It's constantly being developed and all that type of stuff. There's cryptography that is involved. Right? Are you trying to tell me that Satoshi Nakamoto guy, right? If he's still alive, if he decided right now he wants to just bring out 5,000 bitcoins from I don't know wherever,
maybe he
can't.
He kept his own somewhere,
A back door or something. Like, yo, he's the one that made it.
That makes sense. I mean, it would be logical as well for someone who has created something to have their own backup resource.
But the only way that could come out if he gets caught. And then now we can start calling it a scam.
Bitcoin a scam, yeah.
But now till that happens, we can't necessarily.
That what you just said right now reminds me that this whole conversation reminds me. I was watching a podcast to do with, this is a bit unrelated, to do with the music business, and they made a comment. One of these big guys in the music industry was like talking about someone who had been caught running up their streaming numbers using bots, and the guy's like, everyone is doing something, they just got caught. Like, everyone is doing something. So that makes sense. Like, there's a lot of things that are not transparent. Even government has things that are locked, top secret things. So why wouldn't this have?
But then now they just use like maybe different language, like to talk about it and whatnot to make it look good.
Legit.
And then I guess maybe some terminologies and like some
things that
laws,
the common man may not
laws that
understand.
be put in place. Bruh, it's all a scam. I'm telling you, man.
Okay. So maybe now let's talk about, because everything can be a scam, but I would like you maybe to mention, based off of your own analysis, your own thoughts, which cryptocurrencies do you feel are less of a scam?
Okay, using the same thought process, then the one that it's going to be difficult to find out that it's a scam. You see, like with these meme coins, when they come out, it's kind of like easy to find out that it's a scam. Like, this is a scam, these guys are just robbing us, rug pull, whatnot. But then now maybe the ones that are solid proof, that look like they're not rugs, that look like maybe they're not Ponzi schemes, probably those ones. So I guess like now Bitcoin, because now we don't even know the owner, like it's very hard to prove that it's a Ponzi scheme. And maybe in terms of like use cases as well, that's why I'm a huge fan of Planet tokens.
Watch the last videos as well. Our last video we've been talking about that. Cardano as well. I guess Ethereum. Like there's some transparency that is involved, you know, the team. Then there's also like use cases that's been proven time and time again that people are actually using it. And the
utility. So there are things like that.
Probably coins in the top 10 when you go to like these websites that have information about crypto, like Crypto Market Cap. Is it called Market Cap? Coin Market Cap. And CoinGecko as well. I feel like you just look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, not financial advice, the top 10 cryptocurrencies, and then decide from there which ones you can trust and research more, because each of these cryptocurrencies has like a white paper. So you can see the utility, you can see the team, you can see what they're trying to achieve with it, the purpose of the coin as well. So probably that can be an important part.
I've forgotten what coin that is. In their white paper they said this is as much as a scam as many of the other projects.
That's wild.
Like they literally said that in their white paper, bro. And people bought.
Because niggas don't read the white paper. Because people don't read the white paper. That's crazy.
It's wild, bro.
Yo, being an open scammer is wild. It's like.
And then also, like I was looking at I didn't go that deep into it, but then I saw some clip of Andrew Tate saying that the crypto space is pretty much player versus player, right? Like you buy it really high, and then someone bought it really low, and then they're taking an advantage on you.
Yeah.
So I'm selling you my coins because I'm taking one over you, and then now you've made a loss because you bought it like at a high, and then now it's just that being repeated over and over again. Someone is losing, someone's gaining, like that.
Yeah, it's basically, even in the definition, it's a peer-to-peer. A lot of the cryptocurrencies are peer-to-peer, right? So there's this statement that I usually go by whenever I'm doing business, right? And I've heard you talk about like things like fairness in the market. I honestly believe that if someone agrees to pay the price, I haven't cheated you. I haven't cheated if you agree, because you can decide not to. I haven't forced your hand, right? So the market dictates the value of anything. That's why you see things like NFTs going crazy.
Informed people, right?
Yeah, exactly. The more information you have, the better your positioning. Because even that guy who bought cryptocurrency earlier and is selling to you, he bought low, selling to you high. It's because he had more information. You would have been him if you had more information, right?
Exactly. Because it wasn't really that much money.
Boom. Crazy. So yeah, we're conspiracy theorists now, obviously. As you can see, follow the channel if you need more conspiracy theories debunked on this channel. We shall be dipping our toes in that. And that brings us to the end of this video. Do you think cryptocurrency is a scam? Let us know in the comment section.